Hello and welcome to this introductory lesson of the Microsoft Planner course, where we will discuss what we want to achieve and the objectives we aim for. Achieve through this course, and thus what topics we will cover address. As you can see, I'm presenting you with a plan that I have structured right away. Very simple. Within my Office 365 account in Microsoft Planner, where the company is expected to market 20 Toscans in America. There are also other projects, such as that of World War II battles, where students are expected to conduct this research, organize and manage a Samba course for children. The establishment of an ISO 9001 quality system in a company, managing a criminal proceedings in a law firm, managing shoe production in a manufacturing company, and in managing a construction project. I could not claim to explain to others how to use Microsoft Planner if I do not do it myself for this course, which is clearly a sequence of activities if I don't create a plan myself. So I will write all these things that you see now in Planner. As you can see, my plan for following the course is not here yet because I just finished writing all of this, and then I will translate them into activities in Planner. In the next lesson, I will show them to you, without obviously boring you with all the steps. What was I doing? What needs to be done when structuring a plan? I took out paper and a pencil. I started to say that in this course I would like to explain this, which is important. I erased and rewrote, and finally I have obtained a list of tasks that I wrote this in a text file. Obviously it's not final, it's not set in stone, and thus does not rule out the possibility of adjusting the approach later when I go to teach the course and perhaps introduce a new subject. As you can see, I have created the list of activities that we will cover in the next lesson of Planner to organize a conference event. I assumed that today is the 9th September 2023. I assumed that from September 10 to 15, 2025, because these events are so important that they are organized at least 2 years in advance, if not more. From September 10 to 15, September 2025 in Dubai will host this Cardiology Medical Congress. So in the analysis of Microsoft Planner, we will not only see the features. If I click here, all right, to do this, click here, then it happens. After that, open this other window. Of course, we'll also take a look at it because it's clear that to use the program requires knowing how to do all these things. We'll apply them to a real project, a concrete work plan, so it sticks in our memory so we can also have fun, especially while learning the features of the program through something tangible, a plan. So here I've written my planner to follow this course, thus that I've noted a whole series of activities I want to carry out so that you enjoy this course, and especially so that by the end, you'll truly have learned to use Planner to apply it in practice in your current or future job, and even present it in a job interview. So what do I want to do with this course? I want to carry out this whole series of activities that then lead into other sub-activities, beginning with the introduction of the environment. Office 365, what it is. And before proceeding to the explanation and further exploration of Planner, to see how the environment is managed within Office 365. Because if before using one of the Office 365 applications, I am not aware of the capabilities that the people working there, what they can do and what they cannot do. How to add members, how to add guests, how to add contacts, how to create groups, how to create teams, how to create a SharePoint site, how to create a mailbox of shared mailboxes that allow me to quickly manage email sending. Well, if I'm not familiar with the general Office environment, 365 is at the core of the use of any Office application. With Office 365, I couldn't even use Planner effectively. And most importantly, we will see how all the Office 365 applications interact, because it only functions through their combination and interaction to deliver the best of their capabilities and be fully utilized for their potential. Because if we using Planner alone, this tool would only utilize 10% of its potential. Now, to create my plan and follow the course, I will obviously use this tool. But if in the company, we only used Planner to draft our plan with the list of activities, yes, it would surely be more practical and faster to manage them outside than to write them on paper. But Planner would be, as we will see now, I won't go into detail, used at less than 10% of its potential. So first we will see the Office 365 and then the management environment of Office 365. Then, by diving in regarding the topic, namely the organization of the event, I would first like to show you. And so I want to present some lessons, some slides on all these themes. I want to identify who the stakeholders of the event are, namely the participants, the committees of organization, the interpreters, etc. Then we will closely examine the configurations of Office 365, thus the administration dashboard, the creation of members, the creation of groups, the creation of shared electronic traffic boxes, etc. All of this that I mentioned earlier. Then we will add the activities to the plan. So I want to show you how activities are added to the plan. In this organization of the Congress event, there are these 3 macro activities, which then, as we will see, will be divided into many sub-activities. The pre-Congress phase, where the event is organized, the Congress phase, and the post-Congress phase. I have taken all these phases and refined them from an ISO 9001 quality system that I have, specifically built for this purpose. As a business consultant in an event organization company of events in which I also participate, I have the flow diagrams of the processes of work, and I will provide you with the link below this lesson. Then I want to show you how the Planner plan can be integrated into SharePoint so that it is also visible on the site. Similar to Planner and the task list automatically generated from Planner can also be viewed in Teams. This also needs to be done manually, just like the manual creation of the team in Teams associated with the plan. We will also do this. I want to organize a section for each topic and each stakeholder group in OneNote so that all the members of the plan should be able to take notes on what they need to do. I want to organize folders in OneDrive organized by all topics and activities of the plan. Also, a folder where you can automatically download attachments from Outlook without having to do anything else at that moment. Then I want to show you how to synchronize the plan calendar with Outlooks. This is not automatic either, but it has to be done manually. However, once completed, all the deadlines that we add to the plan from that moment on, along with those we have inserted previously, will automatically appear next to those we manually insert, regardless of the plan in the Outlook calendar. Next, I want to show you how so that even from a smartphone, without going into the planner where there is a lot of information of activities, and on a smartphone, it can be confusing. You can insert and assign activities for the members, send them emails, and take notes in their notebook very quickly. Then, using Microsoft Forms, I want to show you how to manage the registrations for the conference. Then we will hand out invitations to the conference participants, where we will ask them to confirm whether or not they will participate in the event. We will do the same using Microsoft Forms at the end of the day to conduct a satisfaction survey. Satisfaction and assess how everything went in all aspects of the conference. Then we will see, as I mentioned earlier, how permissions are managed. Who is the owner of the plan? Who is the owner of the SharePoint site? Therefore, who is the SharePoint administrator and who isn't? Who is the Teams administrator and who isn't? because someone who isn't a SharePoint administrator, for example, will not be able to invite others to join the SharePoint site. Someone who isn't not the owner of the plan, for example, will not be able to add activities to it. Who should add activities to the plan? We need to clarify this so that all these activities will be done in an orderly manner. Then I will create the slides. I have already created several, many with the plans you have seen, allowing you to follow them step by step during the lessons to learn how to use Microsoft Planner's features. Then, at the end, after having created the slides, I will prepare the video lesson files that will be announced in the course, thus creating the video lessons. With all the steps we will cover next, in the next lesson I will delve deeper into these points. For now, I will stop here. Because there are many points, in the next lesson I will provide more details about them. More details to help you learn how to effectively organize a plan in advance. Go and write tasks in Planner. This is important because if I open the plan in Planner, I give it a name and I start writing the activities in any order. So, everything will be chaotic when I put them into action. We are writing all these things. So in the next lesson, I don't want to make it too long. I will also show you all these points broken down. And then in the next one, we will go here where you will find the plan of my course. In other words, in Microsoft Planner. I will have integrated all these points and I will show you how I created the plan for this course. So I'll see you in the next lesson. See you soon.